Hello and welcome to Gaiana Speaks. Let's find out what your message is today. We have the Six of Swords, all aboard, which it's time to write a new chapter. So perhaps you have travel coming up in your future, or there's just a sense of moving on, moving to calmer waters. It's time to remove yourself from the conflict. It's time to prioritize your mental and emotional peace. Something that's been troubling you or a conflict that may have happened in your life is being put behind you at this time. So what are we moving toward? Leaving behind conflict, leaving behind chaos, leaving behind mental stress, feeling defeated. We have the Two of Cups. Some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. So October, November could have been a significant time for you. This is timeless, so you could be watching around that time as well. You're moving towards your happiness. You're moving towards reciprocity, emotional reciprocity. You're moving towards seeing the beauty in others and yourself. Sharing similar interests with others. Maybe there's some part of your life where you felt, I'm hearing like the odd man or the odd woman out, the odd person out. Maybe like you didn't belong. It's like you're leaving something where you felt like you didn't belong, where you had to fight for your place in that group or at that job or with that person, whatever it was. It's like, okay, you know what? It's time to let go. This isn't the right person, place, or thing for me, basically. So you're finding people who are open-hearted, people who share your heart, people you feel like when you offer your love, your kindness, your compassion to them, they are able to offer it back. So this can be friendship, this can be a soulmate or a partnership of some sort. So you're finding people who share commonality with you, and open-hearted people. So, and you could be moving towards new love. You don't have to be. And just take that message how it fits you. We have the Knight of Wands. Sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. You know, it could be that it's almost like there's been this hot and cold energy in your life, this sort of fleeting, impulsive energy in your life. Maybe you've been acting impulsively or the people around you have been acting impulsively. There's this, even my words now are trying to like rush out of my mouth. So that you could be around people who are sweet talking. I'm hearing forked tongued, deceptive. There's this fox on her shirt. So, I mean, this person's like sneaking out or sneaking in the window. So it's like you're leaving sneaky people behind. You're leaving impulsive decisions and chaotic relationships behind, and you're taking action on your own behalf. Even if maybe you have to do things in an unconventional way. It's like I'm hearing that song 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. Slip out the back, Jack, make a new plan, stand. You don't need to be coy, Roy, just listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus, you don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself free. So yeah, 50 ways to leave whatever it is that you need to leave behind. So you're leaving this behind, and you're leaving it behind for what actually will bring you fulfillment and happiness. Ace of Pentacles, for a new beginning, something real, something that's more grounded. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. Maybe even something that's going to be more lucrative for you. It could even be financially or time invested. So this is a wonderful new beginning, and you're leaving at just the right time. We have Five of Pentacles. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. Look at her. She's like looking over the back of her shoulder, but she's walking away because she felt worthless there. She felt empty there, unrecognized. You know, with these two fives, it's like, it's time for a change. It's time to take yourself out of the cold, away from the conflict. Some of you could even be traveling from like a winter environment and taking a little vacation to a more tropical environment. Or if you are in the southern hemisphere, maybe you're leaving the heat and you're going somewhere cold. But there's something about leaving what is either burning you or freezing you out, that kind of energy, to move towards something that is more temperate, more even, more stable. Something where you feel valued, where you feel like your worth is recognized. And maybe it's hard for you to leave this situation behind. And a part of you is leaving a piece of you there. I'm hearing the every time you go away. I'm not sure if I'm singing it right. You take a piece of me with you. Yeah. So maybe you're leaving a piece of yourself behind that you have to leave behind, because sometimes you can't take everything with you. In the traditional Five of Swords, that is the card before, of course, the Six, usually there's some swords left on the ground. So maybe you just have to accept that sometimes there's a part of you that has to be left behind when things don't work out, but you're moving on. Look at this, the World 21. This is a successful completion of a cycle. You're gonna feel so much better as you leave this behind, and it feels like most of you have already made this decision, right? You're gonna feel so much better. Yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. So whatever area this is in your life, this is the right choice, okay? You're making the right choice. So if you've been wondering if you should be moving on from whatever this is your message from Spirit, from the divine, to trust yourself, because you have a new opportunity, something that's going to be better suited to you, okay? And interesting, this card was left on the table when I picked up the deck. 33, so that number could be significant. Nostalgia, focus on the here and now. So yeah, Spirit is saying you may be kind of daydreaming or wishing or wondering, or this may still weigh on your mind for a while, but try to focus on the present, because this is the same kind of energy in the Two of Cups. There are people in your life or on their way that are going to be able to see you and share in your joys, in your happiness, and show up for you, okay? So it's time to let go of these dreams and fantasies of what was and what could have been, and look toward the future. I do want to shuffle though to get one more of these. Homeward, take yourself out on a date, 42. And I always say, answer to life, the universe, and everything. And this is from Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a fun series. But the answer right now for you is to take care of yourself, cherish yourself. And there is something about going and getting your favorite beverage, going to a cafe or meeting a friend, or just going on your own. Maybe you're going to meet somebody new. But this is about being independent, you know, being willing to go out on your own for a little while, to risk loneliness, to risk feeling out in the cold, to find more reciprocity, more genuine soul family or commitment or connection, or, you know, a place where you belong, a place where you feel more like you belong. And it could be that it's time to go out in nature, find some peace. There's a dove of peace here. So treat yourself well. Take good care of yourself as you're going through this change. Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is, number 4. Yes, so no matter who you are, what you look like, where you're from, your size, shape, age, color, you deserve to treat yourself and your body like a temple. So take good care of yourself. I did that today. I finally found my lip gloss. I only have one. I was so happy. And do you know that I actually have curly hair? But nobody ever knows that, because I have to put like castor oil and anyways, because it just dries out and goes frizzy, but I actually have curly hair. So there might be things about you that you don't even realize, because they're covered up with sadness or neglect, or, you know, maybe there's so much more to you than you realize that you have to offer the world. And it's okay if you are a little different than other people. And don't let society's beauty standards or your culture's beauty standards or your own insecurities stop you from seeing the beauty that you are, from realizing you're a temple, you're a palace, you have a divine light within you. And your body is a sacred vessel that is here to enjoy being on earth. So enjoy yourself. And more doves here in music, so maybe it's time to dance, listen to some music, bring more peace into your world, okay? Look at this person, is so, she's happy, she's lifting up her head to the sky, looking up at the sun. You know, this is a feeling of like just allowing yourself to feel good, even if things are heavy right now. And we have a third 5, so 555. Spilled tea isn't the end of the world. The end of a cycle can be the beginning of something new. And you can feel so proud of yourself for cherishing yourself in this situation. Okay? And interesting, this one also on the table, one last card, 18, which is moon energy. Tree, let them go. Yeah, there's something that needs to be, just let it burn. Just let it burn down. The ash creates, it's like something can be born out of the ashes, like a phoenix, right? So you're gonna rise out of this. Just allow this to burn. Let whatever this is or whoever this is, whatever is weighing on you, let it go. Allow yourself peace, and it's going to be such an exhilarating release for you. Once you move through the difficulty, maybe there's going to be some grief, but you're going to get better and happier as a result of this. So we're gonna get an affirmator to lighten the energy, to brighten the energy. Perseverance, yes. So I'm gonna read this. And so I'm not gonna be able to look at you for a second. I always feel bad when I look down from the camera and I have to look like a librarian down from my glasses because I refuse to wear bifocals. Little tidbit about me. So anyway, this is a bonus card. So I do feel like there's going to be some sort of bonus. Maybe you're getting a new job where you're going to actually get bonuses, or you're going to be recognized in some way for this shift or change you're making. So it seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will emphasize, reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you just need to tackle it. Yeah, because it might be a little bit painful. It might feel a little bit like, you know, crushing sort of weight at first, but you're gonna work on it. You're getting practice here. It's come up in my other videos. You're practicing getting better at letting things go, moving on, and finding what makes you happy, okay? So where were we? Complain if it makes the job easier. Yeah, maybe you need to grumble, vent, get things out of your system. Blow off some steam, right? You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? Gosh, every time I read that, I'm like, no, don't climb Everest, but that's just my own personal issue. No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. Yeah, because, never mind. Anyway, any mountain that you're climbing is difficult, okay? It's very difficult. And sometimes you just have to blow off some steam. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters, right? And, you know, if you were to blow off steam, maybe publicly or socially, maybe you won't get very much of a positive response. So maybe you need to blow off steam, you know, scream into a pillow, go climb on top of a mountain and scream, vent to a trusted friend or a journal or a voice note, whatever works for you. But you're going to get through this, and there's something more beautiful for you on the other side. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Take care. A little Reiki moment. If you're new, you can always just press pause when I channel Reiki, because there's no need for me to continue in silence on the video when you can just press pause. And the transmission, the intention that I set is for it to reach you, and then it will move through you for as long as you need. All you have to do is welcome it in. It doesn't need time, it doesn't need space. It's a very beautiful and sacred healing. And if you're curious to experience it more and in a more personal way, I do Reiki healing sessions on Zoom. I also have recorded tarot readings based on the format of my Pick a Card channel, Gaiana.ascended Tarot. If you're interested, you can email me for either of those. I'm taking a short break. Reiki sessions won't be booked for the month of February, but in March, when I'm having a little bit more energy to give others, I will be booking for those. So just keep that in mind. And I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.